Which of the following bones is not part of axial skeleton? Alpha femur, beta vertebrae, Charlie sternum, delta ribs. The right option is alpha femur. The Haverian system is a feature of which type of bone? Alpha compact bone, beta spongy bone, Charlie long bone, delta flat bone. The right option is alpha compact bone. Which of the following bones forms the lower jaw? Alpha maxilla, beta mandible, Charlie zygomatic, delta palatine. The right option is beta mandible. The anatomical term for the collarbone is alpha scapula, beta sternum, Charlie clavicle, delta humerus. The right option is Charlie clavicle. Which bone is the largest and strongest bone in the human body? Alpha femur, beta tibia, Charlie humerus, delta fibula. The right option is alpha femur. The bone that does not articulate with any other bone in the human body is alpha sternum, beta hyoid, Charlie scapula, delta patella. The right option is beta hyoid bone. Which of the following bones forms the back and base of skull? Alpha occipital bone, beta temporal bone, Charlie parietal bone, delta frontal bone. The right option is alpha occipital bone. The number of cervical vertebrae in human body is alpha 5, beta 7, Charlie 12, delta 8. The right option is beta 7. The bone that houses the pituitary gland is alpha sphenoid bone, beta ethmoid bone, Charlie temporal bone, delta occipital bone. The right option is alpha sphenoid bone. Which bone is commonly known as kneecap? Alpha tibia, beta fibula, Charlie patella, delta femur. Here the right option is Charlie patella. The central part of the long bone is called alpha diaphysis, beta epiphysis, Charlie metaphysis, delta periosteum. The right option is alpha diaphysis. Which of the following bones forms the anterior part of thoracic cage? Alpha rib, beta sternum, Charlie clavicle, delta scapula. Here the right option is beta sternum. How many phalanges are present in a human hand? Alpha 14, beta 15, Charlie 16, delta 17. The right option is alpha 14. The bone cells responsible for the formation of new bones are alpha osteoclast, beta osteoblast, Charlie osteocyte, delta chondrocyte. The right option is beta osteoblast. The type of joint found between the cranial bones is alpha hinge joint, beta ball and socket joint, Charlie suture, delta pivot joint. The right option is Charlie suture. The bone forming the posterior part of the nasal septum is alpha vomer, beta ethmoid, Charlie palatine, delta nasal. The right option is alpha vomer. The primary function of the red bone marrow is alpha fat storage, beta hematopoiesis, Charlie calcium storage, delta bone growth. The right option is beta hematopoiesis. The type of bone that contains a lattice-like structure is alpha compact bone, beta spongy bone, Charlie long bone, delta flat bone. The right option is beta spongy bone. The bone that forms the upper arm is called alpha radius, beta ulna, Charlie humerus, delta scapula. The right option is Charlie humerus. Which of the following is a part of appendicular skeleton? Alpha skull, beta ribs, Charlie pelvic girdle, delta vertebrae. The right option is Charlie pelvic girdle. The hollow space within the diaphysis of a long bone is called alpha medullary cavity, beta lacunae, Charlie canaliculi, delta osteon. The right option is alpha medullary cavity. The bone that forms the forehead is called alpha parietal bone, beta frontal bone, Charlie temporal bone, delta occipital bone. Here the right option is beta frontal bone. Which bone articulates with the acetabulum of the pelvis? Alpha femur, beta tibia, Charlie fibula, delta humerus. The right option is alpha femur. The bone that forms the heel of the foot is alpha talus, beta calcaneus, Charlie navicular, delta cuboid. The right option is beta calcaneus. The condition characterized by the softening and weakening of the bones in children, usually due to vitamin D deficiency, is called alpha osteoporosis, beta rickets, delta Paget's disease. Here the right option is beta rickets. The bone that is commonly referred to as the cheekbone is alpha maxilla, beta mandible, Charlie zygomatic bone, delta palatine bone. The right option is Charlie zygomatic bone. The skeletal system's primary mineral component is alpha potassium, beta sodium, Charlie calcium, delta magnesium. Here the right option is Charlie calcium. Which type of bone cell is responsible for the resorption of the bone? Alpha osteoclast, beta osteoblast, Charlie osteocytes, delta chondrocytes. Here the right option is alpha osteoclast. The small bones located in the middle ear are collectively known as alpha ossicles, beta tarsals, Charlie carpals, delta phalanges. The right option is alpha ossicles. The largest bone in the human body is alpha femur, beta tibia, Charlie fibula, delta humerus. The right option is alpha femur. The region where the epiphysis and diaphysis meet in a growing bone is called alpha epiphyseal plate, beta medullary cavity, Charlie periosteum, delta osteon. The right option is alpha epiphyseal plate. Which bone forms the prominence of chin? Alpha maxilla, beta mandible, Charlie zygomatic, delta vomer. The right option is beta mandible. The total number of bones in the adult human body is alpha 206, beta 208, Charlie 210, delta 212. Comment the right option. The bones that form the sides and the roof of the cranium are alpha temporal bone, beta frontal bones, Charlie occipital bone, delta parietal bones. The right option is delta parietal bones. The primary structural protein found in bone is alpha elastin, beta collagen, Charlie keratin, delta myosin. The right option is beta collagen.